across the plain. Every tent was torn by water, every road dissolved in rain. Soldiers carried sleeping children, farmers lifted sacks and lamps, while the storm surrounded everyone. Angels watched above the camp. We could not command the current, we could scarcely keep our ground. Still a quiet strength sustained us when the waters closed the road. Angels watched above the flooded camp. Grace moved through the rain. Mercy strengthened weary shoulders as they crossed the rising plain. Though the river stole our shelter, hope remained where fear had stamped. God was near the weak and frightened. Angels watched above the camp. One God gave his horse to strangers, one old woman shared her bread, one young soldier tied a lifeline through the water overhead. I had thought that heaven's rescue must appear through the besieged gate, while the arrows crossed the wall. Every basket held a ration for the weakest of them all. Smoke concealed the narrow passage. Hungry families had to wait. Still the servants walked through danger, carrying bread beyond the gate. No sweat rested in their fingers. No command could make them great. Only loaf for those who suffered drew them through the besieged gate. Priests carried bread through the besieged gate. Grace moved beneath the fire. Mercy fed the trapped and hungry while the flames were climbing higher. What the siege denied, the people love delivered through the hate. God made worship in the service. Bread passed through the besieged gate. One loaf reached a fevered soldier, one a widow with her sons. One was broken among strangers when the baskets nearly emptied. I had thought that sacred service stayed within the holy place, till I saw the priest risk everything to bring the hungry grace. Incense means so little if the starving stand outside. Worship walks beyond the sanctuary when compassion becomes alive. Priests carried bread through the besieged gate. Grace moved beneath the fire. Mercy fed the trapped and hungry while the flames were climbing higher. What the siege denied, the people love delivered through the hate. God made worship into service. Bread passed through the besieged gate. Take my worship past the doorway, take my prayer into the street. Let the bread upon my table find the ones who need to eat. If compassion brings me danger, if the hour appears too late, give me courage like the servants carrying bread through the gate. Priests carried bread through the besieged gate. Grace moved beneath the fire. Mercy fed the trapped and hungry while the flames were climbing higher. What the siege denied, the people love delivered through the hate. God made worship into service. Bread passed through the besieged gate. What the siege denied, the people love delivered through the hate. God made worship into service. Bread passed through the besieged gate. Priests return beneath the moonlight with their empty baskets raised, and the hungry slept with something more than words of distant praise. The exile road, where the scattered families passed. Every shattered glass remembered those who could not travel fast. Some still glimmered through the darkness, some were cold beside the stones, yet their fragments formed a pathway for the ones still words in my story use the places sorrow broke. Let them guide another traveler through the darkness I once knew. If I cannot burn as brightly as I did so long ago, keep one faithful ember shining for the resting beside the well. When the noon burned through the land, every warrior set his weapon quietly upon the sand. Travelers came from rival villages, women lowered jaws as well, and no soldier reached for iron near the waters of the well. We had fought across the borders, we had learned suspicion well. Then our thirst became a teacher, well, when the spears lay by the well. Cedar spears rested beside the well. Grace stood between our hands. Mercy gave the same cool water to the sons of rival lands. While our banners kept divided, could not poison every stream. God made peace around the water where the cedar spears were still. One man drank beside an enemy he had faced the month before. One young guard filled up a vessel for a widow from the war. I had thought that peace required us to forget what hatred did, till I learned that reconciliation starts where vengeance is withheld. Justice still remembers sorrow, truth still names the wounds we bear, but no healing starts with murder when the thirsty gather there. Cedar spears rested beside the well. Grace stood between our hands. Mercy gave the same cool water to the sons of rival lands. What our banners kept divided could not poison every stream. God made peace around the water where the cedar spears were still. Lay my weapon by the water, lay resentment in the sand. Let me drink beside the stranger I was taught to understand. Only through the words of conflict, only through the wounds we dealt. Teach me mercy without falsehood at the quiet desert well. Cedar spears rested beside the well. Grace stood between our hands. Mercy spears remained till evening, while the travelers filled their jars, and they left the well together underneath the rising star. Desert bells call the wanderers home from the dunes beyond the ridge. Every note crossed empty valleys, every echo found the hills. Some had wandered after armies, some had lost the ancient road. Then the evening wind delivered desert bells that call them home. No map remained between them, no familiar marker showed, but a sound beyond the distance gave direction through the cold. Desert bells call the wanderers home. Grace traveled through the air, mercy reached the lost and weary, even where no roads were there. What the wilderness had scattered, God remembered as his own. Hope returned with every ringing. Desert bells call them home. One old pilgrim stopped to listen. One young child began to run. One exhausted former soldier wept beneath the setting sun. I had thought that those who wandered must return by strength alone, till the bells reminded every heart that someone waited home. Home was more than walls behind them, more than fields with gates of stone. It was mercy still invited those who feared they were unknown. Desert bells call the wanderers home. Grace traveled through the air, mercy reached the lost and weary, even where no roads were there. What the wilderness had scattered, God remembered as his own. Hope returned with every ringing. Desert bells call them home. Call me when my pride has led me far beyond the safer road. Call me when regret convinces me that I should stay alone. If the desert hides the pathway, if the night becomes too long, let your mercy cross the distance like the bells that call me home. Desert bells call the wanderers home. Grace traveled through the air, mercy reached the lost and weary, even where no roads were there. What the wilderness had scattered, God remembered as his own. Hope returned with every ringing. Desert bells call them home. Desert bells rang through the twilight till the final traveler came, and the gates remained wide open for each tired returning name. the shattered throne. When the palace roof gave way, every jewel lay among the rubble, every banner lost its place. Courtiers fled through broken chambers, royal guards had all withdrawn, and the sky looked down in silence on the fragments of the throne. We had called the kingdom endless, we had carved its strength in stone. Then the ruins taught the living how quickly human power is gone. Eagles circled above the shattered throne, grace outlasted every king. Mercy stood when crowns were broken, and no royal choir could sing. What had ruled through fear and splendor could not claim the coming dawn. God remained above the kingdom, eagles circled over the throne. One old servant found the scepter bent beneath a fallen beam. One discovered royal ledgers naming villages stripped clean. I had thought the throne meant greatness, that authority proved strength, till its pieces told the story of the suffering beneath. Every ruler serves for moments, every crown is only loan, and the Lord will judge the kingdom by the mercy it has shown. Eagles circled above the shattered throne, grace outlasted every king. Mercy stood when crowns were broken, and no royal choir could sing. What had ruled through fear and splendor could not claim the coming dawn. God remained above the kingdom, eagles circled over the throne. Break the throne within my spirit, break my hunger to be known. Let me never build my comfort on another person's groan. If success becomes an idol, if my heart demands a crown, show me eagles over ruins and the throne already down. Eagles circled above the shattered throne, grace outlasted every king. Mercy stood when crowns were broken, and not no royal choir could sing. What had ruled through fear and splendor could not claim the coming dawn. God remained above the kingdom, eagles circled over the throne. Eagles circled through the morning till the smoke had nearly gone, and the people built a castle where the shattered throne had stood. Fallen gates reveal the hidden prison. When the eastern wall collapsed, behind stones no map had mentioned, lay a stairway dark and cracked. Soldiers entered with their lanterns, hearing chains beyond the distance. And beneath the royal fortress they uncovered hidden prisoners. We had praised the city's order, we had trusted its appearance. Then the broken gates uncovered what had lived beneath the silence. Fallen gates revealed the hidden prison. Grace exposed what kings concealed. Mercy entered every chamber where forgotten wounds remain. for debts they could not pay. Some had spoken for the widows, then were taken in the night. I had thought oppression thundered, always obvious and vicious, till I saw how polished kingdoms could conceal a hidden prison. Truth may wait behind the stonework, justice may be kept from vision. Still the Lord hears every captive in the deepest hidden prison. Fallen gates reveal the hidden prison. Grace exposed what kings concealed. Mercy entered every chamber where forgotten wounds remain. What the palace kept in darkness could no longer stay in prison. God brought truth into the daylight. Fallen gates revealed the prison. Break the gates around my blindness. Show me what I chose to miss. Let no comfort make me silent when another lives like this. If my peace depends on hiding someone else's cruel condition, bring the walls down all around me. Let me see the hidden prison. Falling gate reveal the hidden prison. Grace exposed what kings concealed. Mercy entered every chamber where forgotten wounds remain. What the palace kept in darkness could no longer stay in prison. God brought truth into the daylight. Fallen gates revealed the prison. Fallen gates lay in the courtyard when the captives saw the sun, and the stairway once kept secret stood exposed to everyone. GILEAD'S watchmen carry the wounded home. When the battle crossed the ridge, every shield became a stretcher, every cloak became a sling. Some were brothers, some were strangers, some wore colors not their own. Still the watchmen crossed the valley, carrying the wounded home. No victory march went with them, and no bright trumpet set the tone. Only footsteps on the burden, watchmen carried wounded home. GILEAD'S watchmen carried the wounded home. Grace strengthened every back. Mercy would not leave the fallen on the cold and bloody track. What the battle tried to scatter, love gathered flesh and bone. God walked with the weary watchmen as they carried wounded home. One man carried his old captain, one an enemy half his age. One kept whispering to a soldier, stay awake, we're on our way. I had thought of God's true calling, ended once the threat was gone, till I watched them leave the ramparts just to carry wounded home. Protection is not only fighting, not just keeping walls from harm. Sometimes courage bends beneath another broken iron shields formed a bridge across the mud. When the wagons could not move, every road had drowned in rainfall, every wheel had lost its groove. Soldiers laid their armor downward, side by side across the flood. And the weakest crossed above them, iron shields bridged over mud. We had carried them for battle, built to turn the spear and blood. Then their purpose changed completely when the road dissolved to mud. Iron shields formed a bridge across the mud. Grace turned weapons into roads. Mercy carried tired families past the weight of heavy loads. What had once been made for conflict now upheld the weak above. God transformed the tools of battle into instruments of love. Children stepped across the metal, elders leaned on soldiers' hands, mothers pulled the final wagons toward the higher, firmer land. I had thought a shield found honor, only facing steel and blood, till I saw its greatest service lying silent in the mud. Strength is more than standing hardened, more than meeting blow with blow. Sometimes power becomes holy when it lowers itself below. Iron shields formed a bridge across the mud. Grace turned weapons into roads. Mercy carried tired families past the weight of heavy loads. What had once been made for conflict now upheld the weak above. God transformed the tools of battle into instruments of love. Lay my strength beneath another, let my pride descend below. Make the gifts that once defended build a path where others go. If my armor serves my image, if I fear the dirt and flood, teach me how to become useful like the shields beneath the mud. Iron shields formed a bridge across the mud. Grace turned weapons into roads. Mercy carried tired families past the weight of heavy loads. What had once been made for conflict now upheld the weak above. God transformed the tools of battle into instruments. Till the end they have submerged beneath the flood, and the final child crossed safely on the bridge above the Kingdom torches died before the sunrise. On the walls above the plain, every flame had burned through midnight. Every guard had watched the rain. Kings had called the fire eternal, claimed that glory would not die. Then the final embers vanished before daylight crossed the sky. We had mistaken flame for a victory bought with tears. One had burned above a prison where the poor had disappeared. I had thought the glowing ramparts proved the kingdom stood approved, till the sunrise showed the shadows. Every royal flame had used. Brightness does not equal goodness. Power does not make things right. Even torches fed by kingdoms must surrender to the light. Kingdom torches died before the sunrise. Grace remained when fires were gone. Mercy stood beyond the rulers who believed they owned the dawn. What the palace called immortal could not make the morning wait. God alone endured beyond them when the torches lost their Dim the fires of my ambition, dim the praise I call my light. Let me never build a kingdom that depends on others' night. If my glory needs another to remain beneath my feet, bring the sunrise of your justice till my borrowed flames retreat. Kingdom torches died before the sunrise. Grace remained when fires were gone. Mercy stood beyond the rulers who believed they owned the dawn. What the palace called immortal could not make the morning wait. God alone endured beyond them when the torches lost their Kingdom torches died before the sunrise. Then the walls turned pale with gold, and the morning needed no ruler to command the light it brought. Ooh. Lone sentinels bury the battle flags where the final trenches ended. Every cloth was torn and blackened, every symbol once defended. No musicians played beside them, no returning army bragged. Only watchmen dug in silence for the burial of the flags. Those banners once had called them forward, taught them whom to fear and hate. Now the hands that raised them proudly place them underneath the clay. Lone sentinels bury the battle flags. Grace lowered every sign. Mercy ended old divisions drawn through blood and border lines. What had rallied men to hatred would no longer call them back. God began a different chapter when they buried battle flags. One flag came from their own kingdom, one belonged to former foes. One had flown above a fortress where a generation froze. I had thought preserving symbols was the way to honor loss, till the Sentinels chose memory without worshiping the cause. They remembered every fallen, they remembered every scar, but refused to let old banners call their children back to war. Lone sentinels buried the battle flags, grace lowered every sign. Mercy ended old divisions, drawn through blood and border lines. What a rally meant to hatred would no longer call them back. God began a different chapter when they buried battle flags. Bury every sign of hatred that I carry from the past. Let remembrance teach compassion, not recruit another class. If old symbols stir resentment, if they call my anger back, give me courage to release them like the sentinels and flags. Old sentinels buried the battle flags, grace lowered every sign. Mercy ended old divisions, drawn through blood and border lines. What had rallied men to hatred would no longer call them back. God began a different chapter when they buried battle flags. Old sentinels covered the battle flags, and they planted grain above. And the field that once divided fed to villages with love. Mountain springs refilled the soldiers fast when the climate drained them dry. Every throat was cracked with thirsting, every road rose toward the sky. Then they heard the water running through the stones beneath the grass, and the weary formed a circle while the springs refilled their flasks. They had searched the packs for water, found the final vessels cracked. Then provision came unbidden from the mountains at their backs. Mountain springs refilled the soldiers' flasks, grace flowed cold and clear. Mercy met exhausted warriors when no reservoir was near. What their strength could not provide them, God had hidden in the rocks. He restored the tired battalion. Mountain springs refilled their flasks. One man filled a wounded stranger's, one gave water to his horse, one returned toward those behind them who had fallen from the course. I had thought that finding blessing meant protecting what I had, till the soldiers shared the water with the weakest of the band. What the Lord provides in mercy is not given just to last. We become His hands of kindness when we fill another's flask. Mountain springs refill the soldier's flask, grace flowed cold and clear. Mercy met exhausted warriors when no reservoir was near. What their strength could not provide them, God had hidden in the rocks. He restored the tired battalion. Mountain springs refilled their flags. Open springs within my desert, give me more than I can store. Then remind me every blessing has a purpose beyond me. If another walks beside me with an empty broken flask, make me generous with the water you have given on the path. Mountain springs refilled the soldier's flask. Grace flowed cold and clear. Mercy met exhausted warriors when no reservoir was near. What their strength could not provide, them God had hidden in the rocks. He restored the tide battalion. Mountain springs refilled their flasks. Mountain springs kept flowing softly when the soldiers took the pass, and they left a wooden marker. Fill your cup and fill your flask. Rain extinguished the tyrant's war fires on the eve before the march. Every engine stood prepared there, every torch had found its spark. He had sworn to burn the villages, turn their harvest into pyres. Then the heavens opened over him, rain extinguished all the fires. He had trusted fear and terror, he had built his throne on ire, but the storm refused permission to the tyrant and his fire. Rain extinguished the tyrant's war fires. Grace fell over the plain. Mercy spared the sleeping villages beneath the pouring rain. What oppression meant for ashes never climbed the roofs much higher. God restrained the hand of violence. Rain extinguished the war fires. Soldiers watched the torches die, and some rejoiced behind their shields. Some had dreaded their command to burn the houses and the fields. I had thought resistance always needed armies answering fire, till the rain became a barrier no commander could inspire. Not all victories come through battle, not all tyrants fall by swords. Sometimes heaven stops destruction before anyone moves forward. Rain extinguished the tyrant's war fires. Grace fell over the plain. Mercy spared the sleeping villages beneath the pouring rain. What oppression meant for ashes never climbed the roofs much higher. God restrained the hand of violence. Rain extinguished the war fires. Rain upon my cruel intentions, rain upon vindictive fire. Do not let my wounded anger grow into a heart's empire. When revenge prepares its torches, when resentment feeds desire, send your mercy like a tempest. Come extinguish every fire. Rain extinguished the tyrant's war fires. Grace fell over the plain. Mercy spared the sleeping villages beneath messenger. When the riders searched the shore, every hoofbeat shook the river, every horn demanded more. He lay silent in the shallows, holding letters to his chest, while the reeds bent with the current and concealed him from the rest. No fortress stood around him, no armed guard could enter there. Only water, mud, and branches held the message in their care. Jordan's reeds hid the last messenger. Grace covered him from sight. Mercy kept the warning hidden through the searches of the night. What the enemy sought to silence still would cross the river yet. God preserved one faithful servant in the shelter of the reeds. Those letters named the coming siege, marked the roads the poor could take, named the well still free of poison, named the bridge they had to break. I had thought that mighty warnings needed trumpets, towers, and flame, till one soaked and trembling runner carried hope without a name. Faithfulness can move in silence, truth can travel without praise, and the Lord can guard a message through the smallest hidden place. Jordan's reeds hid the last messenger. Grace covered him from sight. Mercy kept the warning hidden through the searches of the night. What the enemy sought to silence still would cross the river yet. God preserved one faithful servant in the shelter of the reeds. Hide me where the truth needs guarding. Strengthen me when fear draws near. Keep the message from corruption. Keep my motives clean and clear. If the road demands concealment, if obedience makes me bleed, be my shelter by the Jordan, like the whispering river reed. Jordan's reeds hid the last messenger. Grace covered him from sight. Mercy kept the warning hidden through the searches of the night. What the enemy sought to silence still would cross the river yet. God preserved one faithful servant in the shelter of the reed. Jordan's reeds released the messenger. Proceeded from sight. Heard him from sight. Mercy kept the warning hidden through the searches of the night. What the enemy sought to silence still would cross the river yet. God preserved one faithful servant in the shelter of the reeds. Jordan's reeds released the messenger. When the riders disappeared, and before the dawn reached heaven, he delivered what they feared. the guards looked down in scorn. Every chain restrained their movement. Every back was bruised and worn. Foreign banners crossed above them. Kings displayed their borrowed power. Still a song rose through the darkness. Captives sang beneath the tower. They had lost their fields and houses. They had watched their temple fall. Still no empire held authority over whom their hearts would call. Hebrew captives sang beneath the tower. Grace lived inside the chains. Mercy gave their grief a language stronger than the conqueror's name. What the empire held in bondage still belonged to heaven's power. God received the songs of exiles sung beneath the foreign tower. One remembered Zion's alleys. One recalled his father's field. One young child knew home through stories that the elders would reveal. I had thought that faith grew silent when oppression reached its hour. Till I heard a people worship from the shadow of the tower. Songs could not unlock the shackles. Songs could not destroy the wall. But they kept alive the promise that their captors were not all. Hebrew captives sang beneath the tower. Grace lived inside the chains. Mercy gave their grief a language stronger than the conqueror's name. What the empire held in bondage still belonged to heaven's power. God received the songs of exiles sung beneath the foreign tower. Give me worship in confinement. Give me truth when rulers glower. Let no chain define my spirit. Let no empire claim my power. If deliverance seems distant, if the darkness owns the hour, keep your promise in my singing, like the captives near the tower. Hebrew captives sang beneath the tower. Grace lived inside the chains. Mercy gave their grief a language stronger than the conqueror's name. What the empire held in bondage still belonged to heaven's power. God received the songs of exiles sung beneath the foreign tower. Hebrew captives sang till morning. When the sunlight touched the tower, and their song remained unbroken, though the chains still held their power. exiled captain returned without a sword. When the city opened wide, no battalion marched behind him, no bright armor marked his stride. Years before he left in anger, swearing vengeance on his lord. Now he crossed the same old gateway, the exiled captain bore no sword. He had dreamed of his returning with an army at his word, but repentance changed the victory. He came home without a sword. The exiled captain returned without a sword. Grace walked by his side. Mercy brought a humbled warrior through the gates he once despised. What he sought through retaliation, he received from something more. God restored the weary captain when he came without a sword. He approached the family slowly, whose own sons had followed him. Named the pride that drove his choices, named the battles born from it. I have thought that saying sorry closed the wounds we could afford, till he spent his years repairing what he damaged with the sword. True repentance asks for mercy, then accepts what must restore. Words become a different journey when the hand releases war. The exiled captain returned without a sword. Grace walked by his side. Mercy brought a humble warrior through the gates he once despised. What he sought through retaliation, he received from something more. God restored the weary captain when he came without a sword. Bring me home without my weapons, without arguments prepared. Let me face the ones I wounded without hiding what was there. If forgiveness takes a lifetime, let me serve instead of war. Let repentance cross the gateway with no hand upon a sword. The exiled captain returned without a sword. Grace walked by his side. Mercy brought a humbled warrior through the gates he once despised. What he sought through retaliation, he received from something more. God restored the weary captain when he came without a sword. The exiled captain left EXILE in the city broken for. God restored the hands rebuilding when he came without a sword. The exiled captain left his armor near the city's northern door. Then he joined the hands rebuilding, and he never raised the sword. The last bell rang above the refugee camp. When the winter night came down, every tent was filled with strangers, driven far from ruined towns. On a wooden wooden frame beside them hung a bell, both cracked and damp, and its lonely voice crossed darkness over all the refugee camp. It did not summon men to battle, it did not praise a marching band. It was calling every wanderer, there is shelter in this camp. The last bell rang above the refugee camp. Grace traveled through the cold, mercy called the lost and weary. Toward a fire they could behold, though they came from different kingdoms, though no born among the land. God made strangers into neighbors when the bell rang through the camp. One family came without their father, one old soldier had no home, one young mother held an infant born while they were on the road. I had thought that home required ancient stones and native land, till I watched them share their supper under canvas in the camp. Home can begin with open hands, with bread divided where we stand, and a bell that keeps on calling those still wandering through the land. The last bell rang above the refugee camp. Grace traveled through the cold, mercy called the lost and weary. Toward a fire they could behold, though they came from different kingdoms, though no born among the land. God made strangers into neighbors when the bell rang through the camp. Rang through the ring for everyone still wandering, ring for those without a name, ring for children crossing borders, ring for families fleeing flame. If my comfort makes me careless toward the stranger where I stand, let your mercy sound within me like the bell above the camp. The last bell rang above the refugee camp. Grace traveled through the cold, mercy called the lost and weary. Toward a fire they could behold, though they came from different kingdoms, though no born among the land. God made strangers into neighbors when the bell rang through the camp. The last bell rang until the sunrise turned the frozen canvas gold, and another group came walking, following its distant toll. Wounded riders followed the river home when the battle road was lost. Every horse was moving slowly, every mile revealed the cost. Maps had burned inside the wagons, mountain trails were wrapped in smoke, so they trusted flowing water and the pathway that it showed. No bright beacon stood before them, no familiar towers shone. Still the river kept on running, and the wounded followed home. Wounded across his saddle. One had lost his closest friend, one still carried enemy arrows, broken near the feathered ends. I had thought returning homeward meant the pain would disappear, till I saw them bring the battle in the memories and fear. Home could shelter wounded bodies, but the spirits needed more. So the river seemed to whisper, healing waits beyond the useless. Lead me when my strength is low. Give me something true to follow when I cannot see the road. If my wounds return beside me, if regret refuses to go, be the river through my darkness, keep me moving toward my home. Wounded riders follow the river home. Grace flow beside their way. Mercy led exhausted warriors through the night toward coming day. Though their wounds made every mile feel longer than the roads they'd known, God became their quiet compass. Wounded riders followed home. Wounded riders reached the valley when the evening sunlight shone, and the river kept on moving past the doors that welcomed home. Young watchmen lit the abandoned tower where no beacon burned for years. Old stone stairs were split and weathered, old walls a whispered form of fears. Their father said the post was useless, that the kingdom lacked the power. Still the youngest gods climbed upward and brought fire back to the town. They inherited broken ramparts, they inherited a darker hour, but refused to leave the valley without light upon the tower. Young watchmen lit the abandoned tower. Grace burned through the night. Mercy gave a new generation hands prepared to tend the light. What their elders left in silence did not have to stay devoured. God awakened faithful service. Young watchmen lit the tower. One repaired the shattered lantern, one brought oil from his home. One removed the vines and branches that had swallowed half the stone. I had thought the next generation would inherit only scars, till I watched them build together underneath the evening stars. give them truth without our pride. Teach us how to stand beside them, not control their every stride. If our failures leave them ruins, let us give them tools and power. Then rejoice to see their fire burning brightly from the tower. Young watchmen lit the abandoned tower. Grace burned through the night. Mercy gave a new generation. Hands prepared to tend the light. What their elders left in silence did not have to stay devoured. God awakened faithful service. Young watchmen lit the tower. Young watchmen watched until the sunrise. In the valley saw the flame. For the tower once abandoned had been given life again. Zion's olive trees grew among the spears. Where the old battalion stood, roots wrapped slowly around iron. Branches reached above the wood. Years had passed since drums commanded men to march through blood and fear. Now the leaves moved in the sunlight over rusted, buried spears. What was planted there for violence could not rule through endless years. For the earth reclaimed the battlefield. Olive trees grew through the spears. Zion's olive trees grew among the spears. Grace turned battlefields to green. Mercy planted patient branches where the armies once had been. What had threatened generations slowly disappeared beneath. God made signs of peace grow stronger from the soul that carried grief. Children played between the branches, never hearing war drums call. Farmers gathered all